Welcome. Now, past 3 or 4 days I've been very ill, and I feel like Mortal Kombat Trilogy for the PlayStation is quite an apt game to play because my arse has been squirting shit like a Mortal Kombat fatality squirts blood. So yeah, this is a game that been wanting to pick up for quite a while. I have owned it for the PlayStation previously. The one thing that winds me up about this game is you cannot save to a memory card. Every game on the PlayStation which you cannot save to the memory card winds me up. Even when it's a game that's only got high scores to save, I still think you should be able to save it. Or just the options menu. I mean, every time I start this game up, I'm going to have to go into options and change it to the difficulty to very easy. And there we do that. Right, so we can exit. Yeah, it's only a minor gripe, but it's still there. One thing that also kind of annoys me with these is generally fighting games that I have this issue with. Games that were on the sort of 16 to 32-bit transition, the 2D fighting games like this where it's frozen now, it's loading and they didn't put a loading screen in, anything to say loading. So you just kind of feel like you're playing a game that was kind of designed to be played on a cartridge that's just stuttering all the time. So as you can see, I've gone ahead there and picked Scorpion because Mortal Kombat is Scorpion. You got to play as Scorpion, the big man. None of that whack-ass human Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 10. Old school Scorpion. Yeah, so what can I say about this game? I played a little bit of it earlier, and originally I was going to say that I put the difficulty of this somewhere between kind of the difficulty level, somewhere between Mortal Kombat 2 and Mortal Kombat 3, and that was based on kind of my initial impressions of the game and the difficulty of the early fights, and then I got into about fight 4 or 5, and then the game just became solid. Like, the AI wouldn't give you any space to breathe whatsoever. Fucking the enemy characters sprinting towards you as soon as you get up, and oh, it's just merciless. Sonya Blade was kicking my ass. So yeah, this game, it has, where's the back of the box? 32 immediately playable characters plus 4 classic ones. It's got a new aggressive combat mode, which is that bar at the bottom of the screen that I can, well, I never really pay attention to it, but I don't think that I really fill it up. The fucking computer's spamming me here. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Not worked out what Scorpion's teleport moves are in this one yet. My copy I picked up didn't have the manual either. Yeah, we've got brutalities added. It says there's over 50 moves and abilities never seen in the arcade. Some of them, well, most of them are probably actually the brutalities. 7 humiliating stage fatalities. I think for me the stages are kind of the biggest letdown of this game. Because I like, with it being Trilogy, I'd like to have seen a lot more of the classic stages. Still waiting for a game with Courtyard in. What I would like to see is them kind of go back and maybe take the mechanics of in the code of Mortal Kombat Trilogy, rework it, add. I mean, I'm not sure if there's any of the kind of 2D digitised characters removed from this game at this point. I believe there's a character, at least 1 or 2 characters I think on the Super Nintendo version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 that you don't get on Trilogy. But yeah, I just want to see a version with all the characters and one that adds every single backdrop from every of the 2D Mortal Kombat games. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, it nearly filled up the aggressor bar, and basically the fight is over. I don't know any fatalities, unfortunately. So this was about where the game got outrageously difficult earlier. So hopefully we won't have to go up against Sonya Blade again, because she absolutely whooped my ass. Everything I did she had an answer for. It was ridiculous. (1996) this was released in. Unfortunately my version is the classics box version. Would have liked the very original one. See what I mean? Fucking Jesus, it's outrageous. What am I supposed to do? And I fucking block, and he comes over and smashes my face. This was exactly what was happening with Sonya Blade earlier. It's ridiculous, it really is. Like I remember Mortal Kombat 2. That game, every time he did a special move, the AI kind of counter attacked it, and you know it knew when you were attacking, so it blocked, or I don't know, you were doing a kick and it just fireball you or spam you or something. But this game's like it's fucking predicting what you're gonna do next, and I don't know. Difficulty's just silly. It's like I say, you can't do anything, because even if you block, he runs over that quick and just throws you. So yeah, I think this is the hardest Mortal Kombat game I've played. The problem is for me that do the developers not realise that the harder it is, the less fun I actually have with the game. One of my favourite versions of Mortal Kombat to play is the first one on the Mega Drive, and that is so easy. When you put it on easy mode, it's outrageous. So who are we gonna pick? We'll pick Shao Kahn. He's a shit character, but I'm gonna get my face smashed in, aren't we? Oh blimey, it's Kano. If you haven't already seen it, there was kind of a webisode series of Mortal Kombat. I don't know whether it was called Rebirth. It's really good. Lot of sort of money put into it, etc. I'd definitely say that's worth checking out. So he smashed his teeth in with Shao Kahn. Wasn't expecting that. Kind of has a very limited moveset, Shao Kahn, but it would appear also very powerful punches. Kano cannot deal with. Kano knows this man's the boss. There we go. Bit of spamming. Spamming. Like spamming too. I'm actually playing this on the PS3 just because the PS1's a pain in the arse to get out and hook up, and I got PS3, PS2, and yeah, many consoles lying around here. What was I going to say? Yes, and I don't have the smoothing turned on. It can't look. I'll put it on now actually. Let's put the smoothing on. It looks kind of horrible and washed out and very Vaseline-y. Smoothing doesn't really work on these 2D games, to be honest. In fact, I'm going to have to turn it off in a second before I get eye strain. That's a powerful kick there. So yeah, every move is anticipated by the AI, and the computer serves your ass up on a kebab stick, because this guy's Captain Kebab Sticks. Where are his kind of kebab slicing tools. Oh, there they are. They look like they should have dynamite on them. The spits. So yes, mighty Shao Kahn wasn't so mighty in that instance. You could pick this game up for about £8. I think I paid kind of mid £6.50, something like that. Mid £6 to £7. So Jacks. So whilst it's not the cheapest game out there, it's definitely affordable. These are the sort of games that will hold the value. I'm going to turn the smoothing off there. Looks a lot better. I like the pixelation. It's got style. Fortunately, with this being obviously old school MK, there's not a great deal of modes. There's basically single player kind of arcade and 2-on-2 combat and 8-on-8 combat. I assume if you want to play 1-on-1, you just start the single player and then press start on controller 2. And that's how you do that. We'll be picking up hopefully the Saturn game, Saturn version of Mortal Kombat Trilogy at some point. Probably be quite far into the future is Brutality. Yeah, because it's silly money. It's like 80. You're talking, I think, 80 to £120 for Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the Saturn. It's insane. That's why I picked up the PS1 version. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on this game. It is a very nice Mortal Kombat game, definitely worth adding to your collection. But if you are, whoops, smashing the box up. If you are a very casual gamer, I mean, I don't know the intricacies and all the special moves and all that shit. If you are a casual gamer, don't expect to get very far in it, because it is brutally hard, and that was on very easy mode that I've been playing it on, so I dread to think what very hard mode is like. Outrageous.